is growing wild in the forest, untamed, untrimmed, and unconfined. Humans are not that different. We grow to the limits that we believe in and the environments that we let define us. Some of us stay bonsais, carefully pruned and manicured, beautifully safe, and some of us go out in the forest, chaotic, unpredictable, wild, and infinite. Hi everyone, I'm Nikita Luther, and I've been a poker player for over a decade, which means I've had to make many calm, logical decisions while staring down chaos. I'm also a World Series of Poker champion, the winner of Karan Johar's reality show on Amazon Prime, and recently awarded the Excellence in Gaming Award by Dr. Shashi Tharoor, which is all just a fancy way of saying that I know a thing or two about winning. So I'm here to talk to you about winning and lessons I've learned from the game of poker. But first, what is the game of poker? It's a game that mirrors life. A lot of you will confuse it as a game of luck, but the thing is that poker is a game of making decisions under uncertainty. It's rooted in mathematics, probability, the art of reading people, psychology, pattern recognition, and it never has complete information, much like in life. We have to make so many decisions while having incomplete information, making decisions in uncertainty. So while playing poker at the highest levels, competing against the best in the world, I've really realized poker is not a game of money, it's a game of mastery, which has helped me arrive at my own version of the winning formula. So what is the winning formula? What is it that separates the bonsais from the wild tree in the forest? What is it that defines who stays small and who rises tall? It comprises of 5 essential elements. Number 1 is develop deep roots. There is no shortcut to success. Success is built on knowledge. It's built on mastery. You really need to know your subject matter at the back of your hand. Be always curious. Be always deep. In poker, for me, that meant study, because you can't fake depth, or there's no shortcut to mastery, because knowledge gives you confidence that results won't. And in the business world, that translates into a company without depth and without strong foundations will collapse the minute the markets shift.
Now the third element is to cultivate fearlessness. We are all afraid. I chose a very unconventional profession. I'm a poker player, for God's sake. It is so unconventional. People always question me. They even judged me. And not only that, poker is a male-dominated industry and I'm a female, right? And so I had to swim against the current many times in my career. But I kept showing up despite that because I wanted to show up fearlessly. I didn't want to be scared of the judgment, the opinions. I was passionate about the game. I believe that it's a mind sport. I believe that I'm capable of competing at the highest levels and being a world champion. And that fearlessness is what kept me going. So I want to ask you a question. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Not like kinda nervous afraid, but that deep gut level fear that holds you back, that asks you, who are you to dream this big? What would you do if those fears went away? Because fear disguises itself as logic. It's from society, from teachers. You need to decide whether you want to live in the tiny ficus bonsai pot or do you want to live in the forest. You need to expand out of your fears. And so, beliefs are not facts. This is a very cool line. Beliefs are not facts. They're neural pathways you've rehearsed too many times. Beliefs are not facts. They're neural pathways you've rehearsed too many times. Basically, it's just a story you're telling yourself. So actually, courage is not the absence of fear. It's action in the presence of it. I invite you to take one tiny, messy step while you're terrified and see what happens. Creating your own luck. I must address the elephant in the room. Everybody must be thinking, hey, poker is a game of luck, isn't it? You do get dealt cards. You don't have any control over how the cards fall on the table, do you? And you're right. Sure, you don't have control over the cards that you're dealt, but it's the decisions you make. You have control over your decisions. You have control over the choices. And these decisions that you make and how you play your cards is what shapes your luck over time. And that is how you create your own luck. Research shows that lucky people seek out opportunities. Lucky people network widely. They try new experiences. They trust their gut. They trust their intuition. And most importantly, they never let setbacks hold them back. They reframe them as lessons. They reframe them as silver linings. And one of the things what lucky people do, they always expect positive outcomes. And this is not some woo-woo gyan that I'm giving you. The fact that you expect positive outcomes keeps you persistent. And persistence is how people get lucky. You just keep persisting. Like the example I gave you about Michael Jordan. You keep failing till you succeed. So fail fast and succeed. And this is my favorite part. This is the part that I've really learned over the years that I've been a poker player. All the lessons that everything in my life has ever taught me. That your biggest enemy is you. We spend our entire life looking for an excuse, looking for an opponent, that villain, that competitor, a rival, a villain, a competitor. You blame your circumstances, your past, your present, your teachers, your parents. But the truth is that it's not the economy, it's not your circumstances. The biggest enemy that's staring you back in the mirror. Your biggest enemy is you. Every time you hit snooze on that alarm, every time you doom scroll on Instagram, every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, it's actually the world isn't stopping you. It's your comfort that's stopping you. Your attachment to who you've been instead of who you could be. And fear keeps you like a bonsai, trimmed and contained to fit expectations. So your biggest enemy is actually you. You have to push past your own limiting beliefs, your own idea of what your environment looks like, what the size of your pot is. And so the whole game is to stop trying to win against others and start winning against yourself. And once you do that, you become unstoppable. So there you have it, the winning formula. Cultivate deep knowledge, discipline and consistency, show up on the hardest days, and especially when you don't feel like it, cultivate fearlessness, create your own luck, and get out of your own way. I promise you, you trust this process, and victory will always be yours. The moment you stop believing in your limits, you become limitless. Thank you.